Yo, yo. How we doing? Good morning. What's up? How we doing? How's it going, Dean? Doing great, man. Doing great. I'm not really sure, man. Been paying close attention to the cycles, and it seems like the trend has been for the past couple weeks. We dump one day, or we dump one day, and then we go up the next. So we dumped pretty hard yesterday. We'll see if we go up today. There's no red folder news, and it's Friday, so it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I was. I don't know if you saw the video I posted. I was in a short. Thought we were going to take out. I was in a short on ES. I thought we were going to take out London low here. I ended up taking profit at this 5 minute gap. Um, but yeah, I'm with you. I think that we really do want to take out this London low and Asia low before we push higher. I do. I am bullish today, but we'll see. It'll be interesting, man. That's the beauty of trading is people see two totally different things sometimes, and they have their reasons for both. And then who's to say? I still consider myself to be new to this, so I'm not bullheaded enough to be like, oh nope, I'm right. So I could easily be wrong. What's up, Hunter? How we doing, man? You just sold? Do you mean in the trading sense that you sold a contract? Yeah, we did on NQ. We swept it on ES though, um, which is weird. ES for some reason this morning has been kind of leading. This is Nasdaq and S&P futures, trading futures. Yeah, Hunter, it was a sweet setup. You had a sweep at Asia high. You had a nice 5 minute inversion there. I'm bullish overall, yeah, but I think that we do want to take out some sell side first. But again, we'll see, man. I'm basing that off of several different things. We're bouncing out of a 4 hour down here, um, so we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. This is NQ right here. This pushed perfectly out of this 4 hour gap. So I don't know. It's Friday. There's no major news scheduled unless we get some stuff from Trump or something along those lines. I don't see a whole lot of the order books have been pretty thin most of the morning, so we'll see. Why are we spamming, Rachel? Around 5:18 on NQ. Let's see. Yeah, I mean that would be pushing towards Asia low. I think we have Asia low at 503 ish. Asia lows at 503. So we'll see. I'm kind of liking ES today. It feel all morning it's been feeling like ES is leading. So we'll keep a close eye on that and see if that stays the case. Because we swept Asia on ES but didn't sweep it on NQ and we got a reversal. So Yeah, Nathan, I like that. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, Frank. This is the setup I had earlier. I could go ahead and take this off. That's a trade I took earlier, but we just inverted this 5. We'll see what happens here. Asia high has been swept on ES, but it has not been swept on NQ. So we'll see. Again, I'm pretty bullish on the day, so we could just go ahead and take off from here. But I think that I really do think that price would want to sweep some of this lower liquidity first, more so than it already has. I mean, it's swept a lot of this, the majority of it. It just didn't come all the way down to Asia low. Yeah, I saw that, JW. It very well could just rip higher here. Like I said, we took out a lot of this sell side, all this low resistance liquidity that was built up right here. And then we just proceeded to chop for basically an hour. So we'll see what happens. Raj, I saw your DM, man. I'm gonna work on editing those videos today. I don't know if you saw what I posted, but I'm gonna work on editing those videos. You and Jay have requested to see certain things, so I had that stuff recorded. I just need to finish editing the videos, and I'm very new to doing all that, so I'm trying to make it look like it wasn't done by a 5th grader. So as soon as I get done with that, I'll post for you guys, and I'll also put it in the Discord. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's interesting, Isaiah. I use TradeZilla, as I think I've talked about it before, but it tracks. It'll tell you what your worst performing days and your best performing days are in terms of the weekdays. Fridays for a long time were my worst performing days, and for some reason over the past 2 or 3 months they've been my best. So we'll see what happens. What's up, Tristan? Does this P&L being right in the middle of the screen, is that a good spot for that, or you guys want that in a different place? Would it look better in a different place? Thought about putting it in the top right corner, like up here maybe. Keep it where it, oh shit. Keep it where it's at. All right, I'll leave it right there then. We just swept Asia high on NQ. Let's see what we get here. Look at all those inversions below us there. It's wild. Sweet. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it right where it's at. More liquidity just got swept right there. We do have another wick high here. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I have a feeling today's going to be bullish, but I thought we would come down and sweep a little more first before going higher here. Hopefully this isn't the fake out for a dump. Hindsight's 2020, Zach. That's trading, man. You got to focus on the next setup. I'm glad I closed that trade that I was in on ES. Closed it down here when it was hovering on this 5 minute. Whenever you guys get a chance, go like that new video I just posted. I'm going to start trying to post more videos, at least 1 or 2 videos every day. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, Jay, it has not been the best. I've caught a couple of really nice shorts. Those have been my best trades today, have been my shorts. I think I've gotten stopped out on every long I've taken. We'll see how today turns out. Even if we get a short setup here, I'm not super pumped about taking it because I am bullish on the day today. So we'll see. It's so simple, Zach. It's so simple, man. It's just like that. What's up, Zach? 2 Zachs. How's it going, man? Appreciate the comments and the love on the videos. Yes, Apex is a real website. That's what I'm trading right now. Can't trade till 10. Why? ApexTraderFunding.com, I think. ApexTraderFunding.com, yeah. The link is in my bio. If you go click on my bio, Walla, there's a link to it in the link tree. Hey, that's a good rule, man. That's a good rule. I like that. Some people might disagree with it. I've heard some people say if you haven't caught a move within the first 15 minutes, you're a sucker. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think patience pays off. We took a pre-market short. I posted the video of it on my page. You can go check it out. It was a decent short. We were targeting the London low on ES. Had a sweep of Asia, nice little V shape, inverted a 5-minute. Had some break of structure. Ended up taking $700 on that. It's just pumping. It's just gonna keep going. Yeah, previous day highs right there. Some more liquidity above that too. Very nice one. Very nice, man. That's a good way to end the week. I'd be shutting it down and heading to the beach. You got 6K more than you want. You're troubled, Zach. You are troubled, man. You're that guy at the blackjack table doesn't let you walk away. You can start longing NQ every morning. There was a time when that was basically all you had to do. Put it on red and double it. You guys seen that TikTok? The guy that will like DoorDash all day long. He'll do it for like 9-10 hours, and then he'll take whatever money he made and he'll play that digital blackjack, the slots or not digital, yeah, digital blackjack. You know how you can like gamble online. It's pretty entertaining. Just like throws it all on there on one hand. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen either one of those. He gambles as car dealerships. What do you mean? I've been trading for a little over 2.5 years actually. Started 2 years ago in January. Holy crap, man! I'm definitely gonna check that out. That's not gambling. That's just working. That's his job. What is this price action? A pump and dump, a dump in the middle of nowhere, basically. I don't even know what you would fib out on that to figure out where we are in the movement. What would you fib on this to track this movement? We'll do this right here, maybe? No. It wouldn't be this whole leg. We'll do this. I don't know. I do Tradeovate, Walla. Tradeovate is what I prefer. I usually do it, Isaiah. The way I like to fib out is I'll do it from the top of the leg that swept to the bottom of the leg that swept. So like it would be like that right there. So like from the top there down to the bottom there, even though it went, I mean, I guess you could say a little lower right there. Cringe PA, I'm out. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's Friday. I would preserve your mental capital. I don't think that. I mean, if that's what you need to do, what's up, Burton? Big Bert. It's good, man. I saw your DM. I just was getting ready for my morning, so I hadn't had a chance to reply yet. Yeah, I don't think that's a problem if you wanted to get off all of August and then come back September. If that's what you need to do, I will say that September, if you're thinking that September is going to be better than August, historically speaking, it's not. I mean, in terms of the market generally loses on average over the past 10 years about 2% in the month of September, which, you know, as a day trader, that might be good. You can just blind short basically. But, yeah, if you need to take some time off for mental reasons or whatever, just need a reset and you want to back test or just completely be done with it for a month, I think that can be good for you sometimes. I appreciate the follows too. Appreciate you guys following. This week destroyed 3 funded. It's tough, man. What's so funny to me is, depending on your trading style, this week was either terrible. Historically, I don't know about like intraday trading historically, but in terms of overall, the market has averaged a 2% loss in September for the past 10 years. I'm pretty sure that's what my research found. Somebody fact check me on that and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Over the past 10 years, historically, September has seen a 2% loss. I'm pretty sure. But what I was saying about this week, I know some people whose trading styles, they have had the best week they've ever had. And then other people have just been getting smoked. Yeah, I trade ICT. Correct. Yeah. It's more about bearish or bullish. I'm not talking about specific price action. Yeah. That's why I was saying, who knows, you know, in terms of just being a day trader, I don't really know how price action will be, but overall, the market is averaging a 2% loss in September over the past 10 years overall. And it could just be janky consolidation and then a dip, and then janky consolidation and then a dip, or it could be good setups for shorts. Who knows? Bradley Martin trading. Appreciate that, man. I have a little more hair than he does. Might not look like it. I'll catch up to him soon, though. Jay, I saw what you were talking about. We're kind of reversing. If it does reverse, it'd kind of be in the middle of the zone here a little bit. But yeah, you're right. We do have a little bit of a setup. I'm just hesitant to take a short when I'm feeling bullish. I wouldn't punch him, but I don't think somebody would. I mean, I'm not a Billy Badass or anything, but I don't think somebody would screw with me like that. That guy was just trying to farm some content. He got what he was looking for. Definitely not a proportionate reaction. Dean, I appreciate that. You know how to hype me up. Yeah, bounced right off of that. This is the 1 minute chart, by the way. Yeah, you would consider that, but honestly, if we were going to get just a true dump and we were bullish or bearish, I wouldn't really. I mean, obviously, we'd be fighting through the resistance, but we would be more okay with that if we had a bullish mindset, or I mean, a bearish mindset. The fact that we're bullish here, I would not want to take a chance on shorting into that. I just really wouldn't. So somebody asked what I'm looking for. To be honest, I think the best we're going to get here is maybe a continuation long, but we'll see. This is a breaker setup right here on the 2 minute. But again, I'm just not really inclined to mess with shorts. I'm just really not. Took a trade pre-market, Mitch. I posted it on the TikTok page. Do I think it'll crash? I really don't. I'm pretty bullish, but you know I could be wrong. Aiden, if I was going to take a short, if we were not bullish here, what you have is we did take liquidity. We swept multiple different levels here on the way up, and then what I would want to see is a strong V-shaped recovery through this breaker, and an inversion of either that 2-minute or potentially an inversion of, if you wanted to be super super aggressive, an inversion of this 30, and you would open the short. Again, I'm not doing this, and this isn't what I'm looking for. But if we were bearish, this would be what we were looking for. We'd have stops above this candle wick, and we'd be targeting the sell side down here, which is London low, Asia low, which would be a hell of a short. Would not be bad, but I just don't see that happening. With my gut instinct says that we're bullish today. Yeah, I did a little. What time do you typically start scanning and doing your research most days? About 6:30. Bert, about 6:30 a.m. I'm up at 6. I get up and I try to go for a walk or do something to get my blood flowing, and then I sit down and start charting. I pray and do my meditation, visualization, and then I sit down and start charting. Tell you my favorite part of the morning, man. I'm putting another streamer on kind of here, but if you guys haven't checked out a guy named Rips, R-I-P-S, go check him out on Kicker, or he's on YouTube also, but mostly on Kick. He just switched over to their platform. That dude is, for some reason, he is just entertaining to me, because he takes some big trades and he's trading his personal capital a lot. And he shows all of his brokerage statements and everything, and dude's legit. He crushes it. He's like a momentum order flow trader. He's fun to watch. I'm not sure what his link is, but his name, that's his name right there in chat. RIPS is his thing. Kick is the platform. I stream on there also, but I have no viewers on there. I don't even know if he's live right now. He was early. He streams from 8 until like market open. He's still live right now. I don't know if it'll let me post his link here. That's his link. Dude's pretty cool. My Kick's in my bio, but I'll drop the link here. I need to change the name of it, but I can't do that for another 60 days or something. What's up, Nora? Yeah, this is NASDAQ, Camilla. By the way, I've seen ES retracing a bit better past weeks. Yeah, it was leading this morning. That's why I took that trade on ES this morning. We swept Asia and immediately reversed out of it and inverted the 5-minute right here. This was the trade I took right here. As soon as we inverted that 5, I was short right here, and I thought we were going to target these lows way down here. Ended up taking profit in here. It took one contract off here and then took the other one off over here. Made a quick little 700. No, we had a sweep of Asia. We had a break of structure. We had we had multiple things. If you go look at the video on my TikTok, in the comment, I put exactly what confluences I saw that I took the trade on. It was definitely an A+ setup for sure. I don't trade gold. No, I don't. I look at it, I watch it, but I've heard too many horror stories about people getting cooked. On the ES short that I took, it was 2 minis. Yeah, I've seen turbo trades. Pretty sure I follow them. Nice. There you go. Trading gold. Okay. Yeah, I've heard people either crushing it or losing their butt on gold. What time did I enter that 5? Let's see. You're talking about the trade I took pre-market? Well, we can see exactly. There's my executions. I tried to get back in and immediately got back out because we were respecting this inversion. I was going to get in on this candle down. I immediately closed. I was like, this order book is way too thin. But this was at, let's see exactly, 808. Exactly at 808. You can see I bought one back there, and then I bought another one back there, and then immediately was like, huh, I don't know if I meant to do that. I got in and got back out. It's like, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to test my luck. I'm on the wrong account here. Hang on one second. I must switch over so that the P&L is not messed up like it was yesterday. Hang on. Mr. Dean, I see you over there. Hang on one second. I'll change this account. I don't want to flash my information on the screen. There we go. 104. There we go. We back. How does that look like that? Oh, I moved it. There we go. Leaked. Social security number and everything, man. Address, date of birth, everything. Dude, he really is something else. What did he say? I don't have the Discord pulled up. What did he say, Raj? Nice, Rodolfo. Dude, I think you're on the right track, man. Buy limit at 605 on ES or NQ. I mean, he's playing off of that gap. Sell limit at 700. Buy, dude, he is crushing it. He is crushing it. The Mr. Trade setup that went straight to target while I was making coffee. Hey, it's like a bus, man. The next one will come around. No biggie. Sell limit 700, buy limit 605. Well, he's talking about the target for that buy side liquidity right here at 700. And then we got this gap that's right at 700 right there. So the 1 hour gap starts right where he's talking about. And here's our push up. Got a little volume entering the market here. Bro, 305 on bench yesterday. That's awesome for 2. Very nice, man. You gotta feel good about that. ended up making 1,000 across both. There you go, JJ. I don't know what that is. No, I'll drop down to 1 minute, 30 seconds. I'll use that as a kind of a guide. Also, I like the higher time frames to give me really really strong conviction. Yeah, previous day highs right here, right? Yeah. All right, JJ, take it easy, man. Congrats. Enjoy that. I stick with futures. I stick with Nasdaq futures, Bert. I don't trade individual stocks. Um, I feel like it's easier for me to have learned price action on these two indices specifically, and trade those. Um, so I try to stay away from trading individual stocks like Tesla or anything like that. Yeah, I love trading ES. I don't know why I enjoy it. I enjoy the price action on ES. Feels a lot more methodical and less herky jerky. But we bounce back and forth. Well, we got a market maker in our Discord that has been right almost every time he's called out a level, and he's saying that price is going to reverse here at 700, 700. I have no reason to doubt him at this point. I've tried the 15-minute orb, yeah. Yeah. Caden, I figure out which one's leading. So one is typically leading the other. Pre-market, ES was leading. Now it seems like NQ could be leading. So I like to go with the leading indice. Hey, I don't know. He's got. I'm not sure of his ways yet. I don't know if he's Nostradamus or what, but he's spot on. I'm not going to take a blind short, but yeah, I wouldn't blame you if you did. This is also a 1 hour gap that we're touching into, and we're sweeping this New York AM high. So it would be, if it was going to reverse, this level, this area, general area right here, would be where it would want to do that. This is the 1 minute. You got a breaker on the one. Oh, he's a huge order block guy, so that could be it. That could be what he's what he's looking at. Chris, are you in here? Christopher, are you in here? Or are you just in the Discord? I could see it dipping here and going and taking out the rest of this low resistance liquidity right here. It's tempting to take a small stab at it, but I'm going to see if it pushes up higher. This 1 hour above us here is what I think it's pushing to, but we'll see. It could take this out first and then go higher. He said 605. So yeah, that's probably what it's going to do. Dip here and then go higher. I see you, Jay. Yeah, I think you might get a dip at least down here to these lows. Just touched right back into that inversion. Could be a good entry. Might take a small stab at this. I'm going to take a small stab against my better judgment. Put a buy down there, and we'll see if we get a push. Just a small little scalp here down to these lows. Target is this candle wick low right here at 613.50. Hitting some resistance there. Excuse me, hitting support. I think it wants to push all the way down to that gap, though. This is NASDAQ futures. I'm going to move my stop up to break even there. Took profit right there. It's just hard. It's hard when you're bullish here. But it did take out some of that sell side. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I was like against my better judgment when I opened the trade. But hey, that was not bad. I hate how we didn't get the full dump down to this level right here, but it's okay. Green is green. It was only one mini. It was just one mini. Which one are you talking about, Kyle? You talking about what we were just in? It's P&L's on the screen. So for every one mini, that's 10 micros. So that'd be 10 micros. No, you're good, man. I didn't mean for that to come off like a dick. No. Don't open a short here. It very well could respect this breaker and then take the rest of this move, but I doubt it. I'm still bullish. Like I said at the beginning, I'm bullish. Micros, Camilla. That would be 10 micros. One mini. You're in longs until 23,681. Okay. There's liquidity resting at 700. I appreciate that, Kyle. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you being here. Camilla, that's not a lot. That's really not a lot. I appreciate it, though. I feel you. Yeah, Zach. I think that's a safe level. What's your sizing? Zachary, sorry. Oh, you should watch Rips, the guy I was talking about earlier. He'll be trading like 20 or 30 minis. You need 1600 to pass. I wouldn't press it, man. There's no rush. This is a marathon. You got to remember this is a long-term game here. No, Camilla, we took profit down here. We got out. We were short and then bought back in here somewhere. In here. You can, Camilla, also look at the screen. It'll say open P&L. If it says 0, that means I'm not in a trade. Three Zacks in here. I haven't seen something like that. We got a Zachary, a Zach with a ZAC, and then a Zach with a CACH. We had multiple Tristans in here the other day. Oh, you're good. You're good. But who's the most profitable? I don't know, man. Yo, is this C-Bum? I wish. Dude's a G. I'm going to check out this Discord real quick. It sounds like Chris is making some calls. Not financial advice. You're crushing it, dude. It's awesome. I love seeing that. That's why I don't fuck with Top Step, man. I'm telling you, they have so many technical issues with Top Step X. Excuse my language. That's why I do not trade with them anymore. I got burned one day because I was in a trade and the Top Step X froze. Didn't trigger my stop loss, didn't do anything. The trade just ran and blew the account. Not dealing with that. Yeah, I don't mess with them. As soon as they did, I had my last couple accounts with them when they still allowed the trade abate to be used, and then as soon as they did away with that, I was like, I'm not trading with them anymore. Not doing it. I trade with Apex. I'm trying to get up to 20 fundeds with them. You can have a max of 20 fundeds. I trade with Apex and Take Profit Trader, but I'm focused on the Apex accounts. You're in a long. What's your target? This buy side up here. Yeah, top steps down. That's what it sounds like from everybody in the chat. Bottom of the 4 hour. Okay. Yeah, it's 700. There's some liquidity resting there. Long into the 4. Yeah. Where do you have your stops, Tristan? Where's your stop loss? Is it below this wick? This is a nice V-shaped recovery. Tap back into this 1 minute gap here and a long to the moon. It is a nice setup. I guess if you're in off of this one, your stops are just below this candle wick. Yeah, the swing low. Nice. It's back. Nice. Appreciate the follows. Yeah, we're bullish. I'm bullish. That's exactly what I do, Nathan. I small little days on Apex, like 250 days, and you copy trade that across 10, 20 accounts. Dude, you're taking max payouts every 8 days, and you're talking 2K per account every 8 days. So however many accounts you have, I mean, you're talking 20, 40,000 every 8 days. You can't beat that. You really can't. Yeah, I'm looking for another entry. I'm tempted to long with these guys because I think market setup does show that we want to go higher here, at least up to that 4 hour edge of this 4 hour where this buy side liquidity is resting. I'll put that right there so it's a little easier to see and thicken it up. I think the entry here was the touchback on this 1 minute. Exactly. Yeah, Nathan. Exactly. Yeah, I swing a little deeper. I look for larger trades on my Discord's free, Zachary. I look for larger trades on my take profit accounts, like larger days, because I only have 5 of them. So I I like to trade, anywhere. Try to hit a daily profit level. Damn, that long was beautiful, man. You guys are eating on this long. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Profit target is that 4 hour. Is that the 4 hour? Yeah. Hey, I'm not in it either, Zach. Don't feel bad, man. It'd be like that. Yeah, call it a day, Zachary. Get out of there, man. Go enjoy the weekend. My Funder Futures is good too, yeah. Alpha Futures is really good. Take profit. You talking about for the day? What the right here. 23,700. Yeah, 23,700. Zach. Hey, Raj, I'm thinking about it, man. Thinking about taking Christopher's call out. No, I don't speak Spanish. I wish one day. His call out was long from 605 up to 700, and then short at 700. Appreciate the gift. Appreciate the rose. I didn't ignore you. I just said that. Cuban. I said that we had a guy in the Discord say he was doing a call out from 605, which was way down here, up to 700, and he was saying short. He's got a sell limit at 700. My bad, man. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Yeah, we did. We took a long, or excuse me, we took a short. Caught this move right here. Where's the Discord link? It's in go to my bio and go to the link tree and click on it there. If it doesn't let you, if you're getting some message about not working, just open it in browser. Go to the top corner and hit open in browser. Yeah, man. You better be telling us this every. Hey, he just popped in here yesterday. We just he just popped in here yesterday, and he's made several call outs like this that have been almost within a couple of points of being exactly right. All right. Yeah, it is. We're definitely bullish, Cuban. So I'm with you. That's why I was hesitant to take this short right here. I was like, man, I'm just feeling so bullish. So I had a super tight stop on it. As soon as it started turning around, I took profit. Stops would obviously be moved up at this point. Yeah, I've been struggling with that too. Rather than just taking what the market gives me, I'm thinking that I can will it in a different direction. Like yesterday was a perfect example. I got stopped out twice on longs, and dude, yesterday was crazy. I don't know who's in the Discord here. I went from down 2K on two evals to being up 2,600 on both by the end of the day. And I 2,600 on one, and I passed the other one, which was wild. But I was trying to trade against the market yesterday, and I don't know. I was bearish pre-market and then completely ignored my thinking. So today I was bullish pre-market. I'm not gonna try to trade against that. Very nice, Tyrene. Is it Tyren or Tyrene? Thank God I wasn't. Tyrene? Nice. Tyren. Okay. Thank God I wasn't on a bridge. Scared to take a trade today because of the consolidation. Man, we've been moving pretty well. Up 350 right now, still holding. Yeah, I think your TP's right there at 700. We'll see if it turns around there. Could just keep going. It's right on the edge of the 4-hour gap, Jorge. That's a 1-hour gap also. But it's a 4-hour as well. So we just swept that. See if we push through here. Or if we make turning around noises. Bang, bang. Good shit, man. That's awesome. Now we're just going to take an elevator back down here. Good job, Jay. Nice. Yeah. That's Christopher, man. He's on it. Thanks, Mary. I appreciate that. Mary Morningstar. Uh-oh. Not related to Lucifer, are you? Appreciate all the follows. You guys are awesome. Now we don't shorten golf charts. I was just messing, Mary. That's from the show. I don't know if you've seen that, the FX show. Glad you're here. I'm glad you're enjoying the aesthetic. Somebody made 7K in the Discord. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate it, Bert. You're the man. Is that what you're doing, Luke? You're full porting today? Yeah, we'll see if it rejects out of this 1 hour. Or, I guess, 4 hour. Might as well mark the 4 hour, right? So we swept that buy side. The question is now, do we push higher or do we do exactly what Chris said, which is to turn around here? A big green wall right there. Hey, Nathan, if you don't get a pullback, man, or you don't see something you like, you know, Monday's start of a new week. I wouldn't push it. 7K on Titan. Titan World beat crazy good. On TPT, yeah. Yeah, definitely would be good. Was it a TPT account he was on? How do I know what it's going to hit? There's many different ways, man. Price is attracted to liquidity, where levels where there's major liquidity. So we had this wick right here as major liquidity. These gaps are liquidity levels, or they're price imbalance, really. So price wants to. The theory is the algorithms want to rebalance. They like symmetry. So That's why fair value gaps are a concept, I guess, in terms of ICT. But uh, you can also use different mathematical calculations, like standard deviation is a way to calculate where where price is wanting to go. Dude, played the crap out of the Battlefield beta yesterday, man. Love it. I know a lot of people don't like this game mode, but I think it needs a BR. I used to play the heck out of the Firestorm Battlefield BR back in the day, and then they just never did anything with it. Kind of just died out. But I thought that was a great BR. I think if they implement a BR in this one, which they say they're going to do, it's going to be awesome. But I'm big on the conquest and multiplayer and stuff too, man. It's fun. Sniping is so satisfying. What you mean, Jay? What's the price tag on the short? Oh, where's he saying it's going to go? Whoever Christian is, I love it. Look at the 1 minute. Very well could, Jay. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's making me believe we're going to disrespect bullish order flow here. Order books are very thin right now, though, so we'll see. If it does short, it's going to take out most of this stuff. I don't know what the full movement would be, but this, I mean, you would think that it would take out most of this sell side here and potentially the rest of this move down here. But who knows? That'd be a big move. I mean, ideally, if we're going to catch a short, it would be all the way down to Asia low, which would be amazing to catch that. But I don't think we're bearish today. It'd be a 175-point move. Do I trade the 1 minute all the time? No, I bounce around. We like to look at different time. I don't like getting stuck on one time frame. Dang, that sucks. Top Step. That's why, again, in terms of their rules and all that, I think they're great. They're a great firm, but I can't be straddled with only trading on Top Step X, man. I don't want to be beholden to those glitches that seem to be continuous. I do use the 30 seconds sometimes, yeah, I do. On days like this, I don't know. It depends on. I don't even know how to explain the way I decide that. It's just kind of like intuitive. When you start doing this enough, you're just like, you get a gut feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but there's times when the 30-second just feels right. It might sound silly to some people, but that's how I see it. Chris is the market maker. Christopher, if you're listening, man. Right now, it looks like we're rejecting off of this 4-hour gap. Chris is, I told you, dude, he's within a couple of points. Look at that. He's within 3 points. He's within like 3 points, literally. I'm going to take a short stab here. Buys are above there. We're going to target the rest of this move and see if we can get it. I want to get the rest of this move. He inverted that too. I'm going to keep a pretty tight leash on this because, again, we are bullish. So it's touching right into that 1 minute and pushing higher. He's in the Discord. This is NASDAQ futures. I see you, Max. This is NASDAQ futures. I shorted off the inversion of that 2 minute. Might not have been the best. Again, we're bullish, so I'm counter trend trading after I just talked about not counter trend trading. I'm not going to sit in that. You know better. You are correct. I do. You are correct. I do know better. How do you know what day is bullish and what day is bearish? Yeah, no problem, Aaron. Who's got some big news coming out soon? I don't think that we do. We have nothing on the economic calendar. There's FOMC at 10:20, which that's just one of the members was speaking, but there was no real effect from that. But other than that, the day's empty on the economic calendar. Yeah, Mary, no problem. Oh, sorry. It's showing the boom. Yeah, we swept liquidity right here at the 700 level, young G. And we're pushing out of this 4-hour gap. That's what we were looking at here. Stick around a little while, you'll learn something. Yeah, we did. Took a short and then another short. And then just close the short. Oh, good luck to you, man. I'm not gonna take a trade in this little area right here. Yeah, I'm always backwards. TP 625. You short? We swept some liquidity up here at 700. There was a major wick, a big wick at 700. And then we touched into that 4-hour, and now we're rejecting out of it. But we're kind of just bouncing. I don't usually, Mary. No, I usually cut it off around 11:30. Lunch, I definitely, even if I'm going to trade PM, I definitely don't trade between 12 and 1 or 1:30. I don't like it chops just barcodes most of the time, or it's a lot less it's a lot less predictable, a lot more unpredictable. Could have held that short. Hey, young G, where's your stop? This is the 1 minute. Yeah, NQ 2025. NQU. I am still bullish on the day here, but it looks like we're going to get a push out of this 4-hour. So I'm going to wait. Just going to sit on my hands here. I know, man. Shh. Shh. I was waiting for Young G to tell us where his stops are. $6.25 is where you're saying TP is. Yeah, it's that wick low right there. basically. Oh, I'm definitely bullish still, Jay, but I think that it wants to take up some of this, clean up some of the riffraff here. They're doing construction on this pool outside of my window right now, and it's super loud, so I'm sorry if that's coming through the mic. Very nice. Appreciate the follows. Sweet. Good to know. Where's your stop at, Young G? You said you were long. One. I got the chillest music playing in my ears right now, and I wish I could share it with you guys. It's just, it puts you in such a good mood. Yeah, TP at the Fort Bound. Yep. Yeah, Jorge. That was kind of what we were. We had a guy in our Discord who was calling that out. A rejection. He was long from down low at 605 up to this 4-hour gap, and that's where he had his TP and a sell limit for shorts. I'm not sure what the target would be. Maybe this sell side at 625 or 626, but it very well could move all the way down, taking out the rest of this. But this is definitely a target right here. Why didn't you hold it, man? They're using approved music, and it's like, I mean, some of it's okay. I've tried it before on here, and TikTok was flagging my lives, so I stopped playing any music at all. Before, when I was going live, TikTok was flagging my live, and I was only getting like 10 or 15 people in here. And then as soon as I stopped the music and changed a few settings, we picked up a little bit of traction. So you held the short, nice. That's right. Yeah, Max, you're right. 605 is low. That's what I was saying. I think it's going to take up this 605 level would be right here, taking up the rest of this garbage before going higher. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Learn something. Maybe teach us something. Very nice. Hey, that's a good way to end the week, Ja. It's a good way to end the week, man. That's what patience pays off. Yeah, a lot of them do, but for some reason, I mean, Ja, he was one of the first guys in here. Zach was one of the first guys in here. Max was one of the first guys in here, and we'd have days where there'd only be like 4 or 5 people in here because TikTok would flag my lives and tell me that they weren't going to push it to the For You page because I was violating something, but they would never tell me what I was violating. So once they quit doing that, things improved. I got to join your Discord. Yeah, man, check it out. Definitely check it out. It just started, so it's not chock full of content yet, but I got a bunch of videos recorded that I need to edit and post in there, and we got some cool guys in there that Definitely some good vibes. So if you can't get into it from my link in the bio, you have to, when you click the Discord, go to the top right corner and open it in browser. Try it that way if you're doing it from TikTok. His name's Christopher. He's in the Discord. No, Ja, I have no idea, man. They still will never, to this day, have never told me what it was. They just said I violated community guidelines. Yeah, you can do that. I'll pin the comment if you post it in here. Yeah, the Discord's free. $23,605 is the TP level for this short right here. So I don't know that I'd be looking for more shorts at 601. But it very well could just keep going. I mean, who knows? Yo, get out of here with this XRP thing. You're done. Harassing people, bro. Yeah, both. I am named Christian and I am a Christian. Should have held this short. Yeah. I'm a follower of Christ. I grew up a Baptist, but I don't specifically align myself with one denomination. Yeah, we'll see. I think it wants to take out the rest of this move, but I could be wrong. Amen. Nice. We can get into that another time, Adam. Because he's the Son of God, and I believe that with all my heart. So that's why. How would I recommend someone getting over FOMO? Practice. It's one of those things where you got to build up that muscle, man. There's no one easy solution. I mean, you could walk away from the charts, but I don't recommend even doing that because eventually you're going to sit through there, and if you can't control it, eventually you're going to give into it. So you got to learn how to just come to grips with the fact that just because you missed one trade, like I missed this short. Not only did I miss this short, I was in this short and closed for a $160 loss. So, and then it ran without me. You know what I mean? So that's like, I should be stomping my feet pissed off right now. I don't give a shit, man. I really don't, because I know that there's going to be another good trade that comes along, and I don't look at things on the micro level of today I'm down $46 right now. I look at it, I'm up on the week right now. I'm up pretty big on the week. I'm up decently so far on the month, So I like to look at things like that, and missing one trade, there's going to be another one that comes along, man. That's just how it is. Think about all the trades you missed when you never were in trading, like you had never traded before. Think about all the trades that were taking place before you ever even opened the charts. And here you are, now watching more trades pop up. There's going to be more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you follow your rules and you take a loss, I can promise you it'll feel a lot better than FOMOing into a trade and potentially taking a loss. Even for me though, when I break my rules and I make money, I don't feel the best about it. Like I don't feel super pumped about it, because I think the worst thing for bad habits is positive reinforcement. Yeah, see, max it. That's what happens, man. Yeah, Jay, yeah, you got to look at the bright side, man. Definitely look at the bright side. Start them at 9:30 or roughly 9:30, sometimes before it. I don't think I've ever started late though. Either right at 9:30 or before it. Up 400, very nice. Love to hear that. Amen. Yeah. No, no, Ja, I'm not. I'm not. I'd like to take. I'd like to get a decent. I mean, we're going to be pushing through this 4 hour, but that's pretty. I do think I'm still bullish, man. I'm still bullish. I think this was just a slight retrace to pick up some of this sell side liquidity. I'd really, excuse me, I would really like it to take out the rest of this, push down to this 605 level, and then go back higher. But I don't know if we're going to get a full move down like that. We'll see. Why am I trading in my kitchen? It's a studio apartment, man. This is the way broke people live. When you're broke like me, you live in a dump like this. I wish. Dre, I wish you were right. You should look up the rent prices in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and tell me what you think. Tell me if that's cheap. 23 of them. 23 hundo. No, I'm very grateful for where I live, man. God has blessed me. Yeah, I would not. Massachusetts, what's the tax situation like up there? Bro, I was in Wake Forest the other day, Bert. First time I've been there in like 3 years. Holy moly, dude. I didn't even recognize that place. Yeah, Maui, I can. Yeah, we took a couple trades. I took a pre-market short, made some decent money on that. Uh, what else did we do? What else did we do? Took another short and I closed it even though I shouldn't have. My stops were up here. Missed this whole. Was looking for this move right here and missed it. But yeah, we've taken a couple. I already said Molly. Yes, I can. I'm also not selling anything, so I'm not sure why you uh, six-figure trader trading made simple. So you're selling something, but you're coming in here asking me to show my evidence. I'd like to see your evidence before I buy anything from you. Do you think the move is over? I don't know. I still think it wants to take some more of this, but it looks like it's pushing higher right now. If we invert this 5 minute, I think, yeah, it pushes higher. How can I join the Discord? I know you explained it, but I can't seem to get the link. It's in my bio. It's also, it was pinned. Ja had it pinned. All right, Zach, take it easy, man. Hope you have a good weekend, bro. You need a sacrifice. You're negative 10K? What? How are you negative 10K? Up 1,400 on the day. Think I'm happy with that? Hey, I'd be thrilled with that, man. No, he wasn't. Be nice. I've had big days like that, man. I had my biggest losing day was the day after my biggest winning day. Yeah, Dean, we've taken a couple. Yeah, we were up. Well, the pre-market trade, we were up a good bit. Made 700 on that. Switched over to this account, and we're We've gotten taken two trades on this. Won one, lost one. I didn't really lose the second one. I closed the trade in drawdown, which I shouldn't have done. It was right here. I was short right here, and I thought it was going to push higher, and then it just ended up falling off right after I closed the trade. It was stupid timing. Yeah. My biggest winning day? You talking about like winning trade or winning day? I don't know, man. Dean, because I've been bullish all morning, and I was like giving myself a hard time for counter trend trading. How do I determine if short or long? Market setup, man. I mean, market structure, different confluences, draws on liquidity, uh, reading price action. Biggest winning trade, I haven't really had huge trades. I think the biggest one I've had is probably like 3,000 at one time on a funded account. But my biggest winning day was like 22,000, followed by my biggest losing day right after that, which was around 23 or 24,000. So that was a blast. Talk about being glad you're not close to a bridge. I just told you, Dean. It was tough. I had to take a break. Definitely had to take a break after that. The thing that kept me going though was that like I knew that it was possible. Knowing that you can do that, it's like, okay, yeah, I lost it all, but I also gained it all before that, so I know I can do it. Ashley, if you go look at my videos on my TikTok, you'll see that. And they spell out in the comments exactly what confluences I was seeing. No, I don't trade with personal capital. No, just prop firm. Exactly. I think of Bert. I think of, I played baseball, and Lynch would always say, "So what?" I'd be pitching and give up a home run or something, and he'd look at me and say, "So what?" And you just gotta. I tell myself that all the time. So what? Move on. Learn from it. It happened. Keep it moving. All right, Ja. Have a good weekend, man. Absolutely. Where would my ideal selling target be? I mean, it was if you're going to sell in this, it would have been off of that uh, tap into the 4 hour above us. So what? Now what? Yeah, exactly. How do you move forward? It's like getting punched in the face, man. Like that's the way I described it to somebody the other day. I don't know how many of you have ever been just socked in the mouth or been in a fight, but it's like if you sit there and dwell on it, like, oh, that hurts, like you're gonna get rocked again. You got to sit there and bob and weave and start making moves, start counterpunching. Can't wallow in it. Yeah, just take it and keep it moving. Like, where would you keep your TP if you were in a sell down to 605? At least down to 626.25 right there, as you can see on the screen. It'd be this sell side right in this gap, right in this inverted fair value gap on the 5, but potentially a little lower. Because if you look at the 1 minute, we got some more liquidity resting right here in this little area that price might want to dig into. But right now, we're just kind of, order book is super thin at the moment, so. Which one are you talking about? What indicator? The fair value gap indicator? Yeah, this is in Q. All the indicators I use are in the Discord with the settings. It's this indicator right here. It's good. That kid Ron. I mean, it's a good confluence. It's not good to solely rely on that. If you have a good, if you have a liquidity sweep with a V-shaped recovery, and then you invert a higher time frame, not a higher time frame, but like a 5-minute or a 15-minute fair value gap, and make it inverted. It's a good confluence. Yeah, change that combined with like a change of state and delivery and all that, a sweep of a major liquidity level. It's a good confluence. Cuban, the link is in the link tree in my bio. And I'll post a link in here so you guys don't have to go through all of that. Yeah, we got several different links in here. Appreciate that, Isaiah. Because that account probably pays for its followers. Here's what I was thinking. I was wondering that too, X2. How long have you been trading and when you become prof? 2 years, and I've only been taking significant payouts. I've revised. I said that I've been profitable for 3 months. I'd like to revise that. I think you only can consider yourself profitable if you've been taking consistently large payouts for like 6 months to a year. I've only been taking payouts for like 3 months now after 2 years of trading. So I don't know if some would consider that profitable. I don't know that it necessarily is, but I'm taking payouts and I've made more money than I've spent significantly. So X2, though, I was thinking about this from a business perspective. So they have 52,000 followers. They have an element of legitimacy because of the follower count there, right? So people don't really second guess that. If they can just get 1 or 2 people scammed to buy into whatever scam they have going on, because they are scammers, then they paid what? I don't know how much it costs to buy followers. I would imagine it's probably like $50, $100 or something to get that many followers. They've 10x their money probably with that investment. So I think that they probably bought followers to give that fake scam account legitimacy, and all they need is 1 or 2 people to buy into the scam, and they've 10x their money or more. But it is frustrating because TikTok won't remove those accounts. I've reported them multiple times. I don't know, Jamie. Yeah, exactly, Max. Yeah. I don't know. We could push higher. I am still bullish, but right now price is kind of just dancing around. Nothing convincing one direction or the other. We're rejecting out of this 4-hour gap here. We swept a pretty large liquidity level here at 700, 23,700. Immediately rejected out of it. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the only thing I came up with. I was wondering, like, how could these people? What's up, God's servant? Yeah, that's the frustrating part, man. And TikTok won't remove them, no matter how many times they get reported. Yeah, there was a 4-hour order block there. That's why a lot of people were short off that tap in. People in the Discord are shorting. I think it does want to at least go down to 626 here. Potentially lower than that, though. All right, X2. Have a good weekend, man. Be safe. I don't know if they're good all day user, but I think there's a lot of people, especially this one guy in our Discord who's pretty good at calling, making call outs. I think he's short down to 605, which is this line right here. So he has yet to be wrong about a call out. I'm not just going to blindly get into this. I was in short right here and then closed for whatever reason because I'm bullish. I know why I closed. I closed because I still have a bullish mindset. It's free, Camilla. It's free. $7.25. Yeah. Yeah. I love Bookmap. I need to, Whitney, I'm trying so hard to get better at it because I feel like that's such a good tool to have. Jay, I'll send you, I'll make a video or I'll send you some videos on that specific thing that'll help you. Yeah, it's in the bio here. I'll put it in the chat again. Right there in the chat. Yeah, I feel you, Whitney. That's why I got out because I thought maybe it was going to push higher because I still have a bullish mindset for this session. But the one thing we did have here, we do have this. I was short. Oh, this is where I was short earlier. I shorted this, taking out some of this low resistance liquidity. I thought we were going to go down to here, but we ended up reversing right there. So I took profit right there, and then I tried to short again right here, and it would have played out, but I took like $160 loss on that. Closed it before it hit my TP. TP was up here, so I just got cold feet because I was bullish and I was trading against the trend. Yeah, exactly, Isaiah. Exactly. Gotta trust the instincts, man. Who do you kind of trust? I mean, everybody in there so far has seemed like pretty cool people. No one's selling anything, so you shouldn't be worried about getting scammed. Christopher is the guy who's been making the spot on callouts. Spaghetti, that guy, that's Tristan. You see him in the chat. He's a cool dude. So there's Ja. He's cool. I mean, everybody in there is cool. Should be good. Yeah, Jason, I do. I also think Apex is good. their uh, evals, you can get a 50K with that 80% off code, and I think the eval is something like $35 or $39. Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be serious and professional. The Discord is. I'm not trying to turn it into like a locker room, but it's not meant to be like selling you anything or anything like that. It's a place where people can share thought out ideas and strategies and what they're seeing. Post their trades that they've taken, post their profit and loss, things like that. You can't lose if you don't have a stop loss. That's true. I thought about making a gaming tab in there. That's in the works. Need to do that. I'm definitely going to do that, actually. I just haven't done it yet. I don't know much about XRP, man. I don't trade crypto like that. Yeah, it's for real, for real. You can use the code before you hit the purchase button, and it'll show you the 80% off. It applies the code before checkout, so just use code CWT. Jason, this is TradingView. So what you can do is, if you were asking about Apex and TradeAvate earlier, if you go to your settings in TradeAvate, you can activate TradingView, and so you can sign in to your prop firm account on TradingView, so you can execute trades on here if you want, or you can chart on here and execute on TradeAvate. That's what I do. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Got two 50K Express funded accounts at $1,300. Can you give me advice on what you would do next? That's with Top Step. Yeah, you got to pay $140 activation fee. Yeah. I'm not familiar with TradeLocker, Jason. I'm definitely not. I haven't heard of them. You got to get over the buffer, right? So you're still not at the buffer. You gotta. Your buffer is your drawdown limit, I think. So I just keep taking base hits and keep building that buffer. If I'm mistaken about that, though, then you can. I would take a max payout as soon as you can. Just don't take too much where you don't leave yourself a buffer. 2 years. 2 years. I don't, Mary, but I'm pretty good about responding in the Discord to people and trying to like make content for questions that they have. I'm gonna do better about posting all that stuff. Yeah, I'll be right back. How much buffer should I get on a 50K? So with Apex, what I do is the buffer on Apex is $2,500 plus another $100, so it's $2,600. On a 50K account, I get my account level to 54,600, and then I take a max payout. Can I bench? Nah, man. Never touched a bench press in my life. Discord link's right there. See if that works for you, Eric. I don't, Luca. I don't, man. The extent of my like mentoring is just making videos and stuff and talking to people in the Discord when they have questions. I've never had them reject a payout request. I've heard of that. If you're being shady and using like some sort of AI to help you trade or doing anything like that, or you're hedging where you have two accounts and you're longing one and shorting the other, they'll reject that. But if you're trading on the up and up, you should have no issues. Would you consider mentoring in the future? Potentially. It's a big commitment, man. Um, I'm in school right now, and I'm also trying to actually make money trading. It's still not easy for me, so I also don't feel like I'm well versed enough. I don't hold myself out to be some sort of guru at this stuff. Like I know enough to make money, but I've only been doing it 2.5 years, so I don't think that I've been doing it long enough and know enough to really teach somebody anything beyond just the basic fundamentals. Yeah, I'm in school. The biggest struggle was patience, man, and being able to accept a loss. Being able to say, okay, so what? Like I'd have if I had one or two losses, I would think that I would have to like get all of them back. You know what I mean? I would overtrade instead of just walking away for the day. I'd end up blowing accounts. I'd have weeks and weeks where I had super strict discipline, following rules, and then literally one day and I'd lose it all. Yeah, the overtrading was huge. You'd be the perfect mentor. I don't know enough, Mary. One day, maybe. I'm studying economics. I'm 32. Somebody said, how old are you? I'm 32. Yeah, it's just barcoding here. Dude, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm liking the beta. There's a dump. Getting this dump down to 626, maybe. We'll see. I'd like to see an inversion of one of these. Well, we don't really have one. To be honest, there's nothing really that I can see that would be like, okay, I'm taking a long here. I'd like to see all of this get picked up first, all of this sell side down lower. I was in a short, Cuban. I was in a short here and got out right before it dumped. Right before it dumped. I'm not in this one, no. Sitting on my hands. If I'm in one at the middle of the screen here, it'll where it says dollar open P&L or PL, it'll it'll show you that I'm in a trade. I got two Apex, but Yeah, dude. The trailing drawdown, you got to take profits when you're up, man. You got to do it. Otherwise, it'll count as, even if, like, if you're up in a trade 1,000 and then it comes back to where you're only up 500 and you close, it'll take 500 away from your drawdown. Did you pay for the Your Unicorn model? No, definitely not. Yeesh. Somebody got him. Somebody got that ass. That sucks. This is Nasdaq futures. Maybe it's different than the same model I trade. I'll check it out in a little bit. Saying I missed 3 entries? I hope you're in them, Justin. I don't know how you have time to type if you're monitoring your trades, man. Yeah, I'm still bullish. I'd like to see the rest of this get swept up here, and then we're going to look for a long. Probably touch into this 15 and then go higher. That's what I would think. Just got to notice that I have a package and I did not order anything. Trying to figure out what it is. You're up 10K? Weren't you just down 10K? Didn't you say you were just down? How did you have a $20,000 swing like that? Apex a good firm? Yeah, I would not recommend them if they weren't. I'm trading them currently. They have an intraday trailing drawdown that's tough for some people, but you know, if you're a decent trader, then if you're a decent trader, then there's no big deal. Forex Factory, Bert. Forex Factory, and I use a market squawk that buzzes in my ear when there's major news. The day I don't trade to take a mental reset is the day of the cleanest setup for my edge. Hey, man, it's okay. It's all right. Monday, you got a whole new week starting. Yeah, Forex Factory has all the economic news that's scheduled. Forex Factory, I just put it in the chat. And then the market squawk that I use is right here. Here's the market squawk that I use. Yeah, man. go to the bathroom before we get a set up here. Yeah, Alpha Futures is good. Alpha Futures is good. There's a sweep. See if it pushes to 605 or if it wants to turn around there. So tiny little breaker there. Tiny little bitty breaker there. It's not even something that I want to have marked. Yeah, I use TPT. I like them a lot. Yeah, I like them a lot. Edison's market maker now. What's he calling out? That's funny. Yeah, I do like TPT a lot. Okay, Chris called out 605. He wasn't joking. Pretty much spot on. Very nice, man. I think you got to have 5 total to pass, so you're right there. You're right there on it. Yeah, I think you'll like them a lot. There you go. Yeah, I don't think there's a set profit limit in terms of like, I know for certain payouts you have to make a certain amount. I don't think that's the case. I think for it to be considered a trading day, all you got to do is really open a trade and then close it, and then that counts as a trading day. I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm still in the stream right now. All right, bye. Yeah, Jay, I would. Although I really hate taking a trade this close to lunch, but if I see I'd really like to see an inversion of a gap. But I'm still seeing if this will push a little bit lower here. I think it is ready to turn around, but we'll see. Just keep a close eye here. 12 is lunchtime, so 17 minutes. $5.20. No, it hasn't. It has not gone to 605 yet. Four-hour bearish S&T. It's worth paying attention to. It's interesting. We could, but I'm still bullish on today, man. I'm still bullish on today. With daily open down here. I don't think it. I mean, I guess it could drop all the way back down to the daily open, but I don't think so. I think it wants higher. Yeah, high time frame. We'll see. We're delivering out of that 4-hour gap up there, but we have this inversion underneath us here on the 4. Digging out of this 1 hour bullish. So we're tapping back into it right now. Let's see if we get a rejection. That's a clean breaker. It's a clean breaker on the 1. I would like to see this dip down to the 605 level here and then V-shape out. If you don't have live market data, then yeah, you do. Once you're past your buffer on TPT, yeah. If you don't have market data, it'll be delayed 10 minutes. Yeah, I see we're delivering out of that gap. I'm looking at this breaker. I need price to dip lower here. And then V-shape out once it hits that 605 level. That'd be nice. It's not a breaker yet. Here we go. Yep, keep pushing. Come on. That's not a breaker. $5.20 is where it turns around. Holy. You think it's going to drop all the way back to the daily open? I'm going to take a stab on that inversion. Stops would be just below the breaker, or just below the gap here. I'm only trading 1. Let's see if we can get a little movement here. It might just be a quick scalp, but I think we have potential to make some money on this one. We'll see. Yeah, I don't blame you. No, I'm long here. Bouncing off that previous 4-hour high. 20 seconds to invert this 5-minute gap here. We're going to get a little bit of a pullback before then, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just keep going. 10 seconds to invert this 5. Yeah, we're getting a little pull. There it goes. There it goes. Take off. 5's inverted. Keep pushing. Got another 5 here we're chopping into. Need price to swiftly take this out. We're at CE of the 5 right there. TP's at the swing high. 703.50. Need a swift push here. Moving stops just below break even, or just above break even here, the base of that 1-minute candle. I want a strong push through this 5 here. We're getting a little bit of a pullback here on this. Rejection on this 5-minute candle, or a 5-minute gap. I don't think it's done though. I think we still want higher here. I'd hate to close this early. That's not, why is that down there? Yeah, I think we go higher here. The order book's got, yeah, we're in good shape to go higher here. I'd hate to cut this loose. I'm going to just wait. This 5 is being stubborn. I did see that redneck, but I'm bullish. Pushing through, come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. And another one. There we go. Another one. Come on. Risk-free trade at this point. We're actually in profits. Hang on, Jay. While we're in this trade, I'm gonna. As soon as I'm done, I'll answer you guys. I'm gonna keep an eye here so I don't miss out on more money. Come on. Order book still looks good for longs here all the way up. Still looks good. We're at least clear to this level right here. We're at least clear to 23,681. We got push though. Had a couple people pulling orders. Yeah, I got stops in profit here at this point. We just inverted this 5. I think this still wants higher. I actually, yeah, this still wants higher. Moving that there. This is an eval, and that's all I need to pass. I actually think I could close it right now and pass. Yeah, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. I think this trade is still valid up until here. I just didn't need to take more profit. That's all I needed for that eval. Nice. Good stuff, guys. God is good. Yeah, we're at actually $120 over. Very nice. So there's Apex account number 7. We're building the portfolio. We're getting it. We're getting it going. 20 is the goal. Oh, I'm happy, Ron. I'm happy, man. I'm definitely happy. Don't get me wrong. Today's a good day. Was that FEG chat? What you mean? Did you, Eric? Nice. It actually wasn't Billy, to be honest, man. I don't get that anymore. I used to. I feel the euphoria of being happy about something, but I don't get the physical sweaty hands and fast heart rate like I used to get. Yeah, I copy trade Pooh Bear. 30 push-ups. I don't want to kill the workout, man. I actually do have chest today. I thought about starting to live stream my workouts, but I think that'd be a little bit weird. So do you not start earning money until you pass? Correct. Yeah, daily. So when you pass an eval, you then activate that, and you get depending on whatever account size your eval was. Mine, I always trade $50,000 accounts, 50Ks. So now that I've passed that, I'll pay a $140 activation fee, and I'll have an account that I can actually take payouts on at that point. All right, Pete, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming by. push-up superset at your PR bench. Why would it be so weird, bro? Showcase your life. Yeah, I thought about that, man. I thought about doing like a daily what I do. I feel, part of me feels super like, if it almost feels self-absorbed to think that anyone would care about what I have going on in my life like that. I don't know. Heath, yeah. You're just talking about like how it was formed. I appreciate that, Isaiah. I appreciate that, man, a lot. Love having you here, bro. So a fair value gap forms. I'm gonna clear some of this stuff out so I can show you. So you see this we'll call this candle 1, this is candle 2, and this is candle 3. So this candle wick right here only goes up to this level. Then you have this entire body of candle 2. Candle 3, the wick comes down to this part of the body of candle 2. So the gap from this candle wick 1, through candle wick 2, all the way up to candle wick 3, that space in between there of the body of that candle, that's a fair value gap. Does that make sense? No, daily, I don't. Not yet, man. I haven't been making money long enough to want to risk my own personal capital when I can just use prop firm money. You know what I mean? I can pay all in for my Apex account. I'm paying roughly like $180, and I'll have $2,500 of that to blow. So for $180, I have $2,500 to blow. And if I blow that, I'm only out $180 versus being out $2,500. So that's why I do it. Yeah, or more. Yeah, Bert, I used to tell people I'm the king of the margin call when it comes to Forex. Because when I was trading Forex, man, I had no clue. I had no education. I had no clue what I was doing. And I was just literally dumping money into my ChristianTrades account and just watching it disappear. And I'd be like, no, this time, I know what I'm doing this time. And I'd dump more money in. And it was like, dude, all right, I got to find something else. Something else got to work. We didn't really get a touchback on that long. I opened right here. This candle on the 32nd was where I opened it, I think. Let's see exactly where yeah, this candle was where I opened it. It was a little bit premature, but I opened it on that tap back right there into that. You see that tap back into that fair value gap that we created, Jay? So price shot up and created this fair value gap as well as inverting another gap. This is the 30-second chart, by the way. I'll take this away. So we had this 30-second right here. We inverted it and then tapped back into the inversion as well as tapping back into the fair value gap we created on the way up. So it was a knee-jerk entry, but there was several confluences. I do look at Bookmap, man. I do look at Bookmap, and I don't know. I'm not great at using it yet. I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know if you've ever checked it out, but it's like another language, man. It's like you're learning another language. See, we're still long here up to the highs. That trade would still be good. I just had no reason to stay in it. Yeah, I just did, Luca. I'll do it again. Yeah, Isaiah, I know exactly what you mean, dude. Thanks, Mary. I'm glad you're here. I really am. I'm glad that we have people in here that are enjoying this. So we had a sweep of a liquidity level lower here. All of this was getting taken out, this sell side liquidity. So when that swept, we had a nice little V shape. This is the 1 minute chart. Nice little V shape. Price looked like it wanted to go a little lower, but I went over to the 30-second chart, and on this move up was where I got really interested. We inverted this 30-second, we inverted this 30-second that was created on the way down. So we inverted it right here. And we also created another 30-second fair value gap right there. I don't know if you can see it between those. So price then tested that inversion. You can see it, this candle wick low right here, or this candle wick touching back right here, and it touched back there. Well, it created that gap, but it touched back in the inversion right there, and that's where I opened the trade, targeting the longs, targeting buy side up here. And the only reason I didn't keep holding, I would typically still have been in that trade, is because I didn't need any more money to pass this evaluation. So we're up on the day on that. Part of it is instinct. I mean, not that I'm like super. I'm not a guru, man. I don't ever want to come across like I think that I know everything. But part of this was a little bit of a gut instinct, and I've said since the beginning of the session that I'm bullish. So that was giving me more confidence to take that trade. What do you use to journal? I used Microsoft Word, and I screenshot my trades. Raj, I love hearing that, man. That's awesome. Let's keep it going next week, man. Let's enjoy the weekend, come back refreshed and ready to roll. Hey, me too, man. It's good to be on the right side of things. Thanks, Matthew. Just joined the Discord. Nice, Mason. Glad you're in there, man. We're just started that actually a couple days ago. Actually, last Sunday I think is when I started it. So it's nothing crazy yet. We haven't really put enough content in there, but we're gonna build it. We got some cool people in there already. So order book is where the orders are stacked up. So if you're using TradingView or Tradeovate, you can see the DOM, which is a version of the order book. So you can see where orders are stacking up. You can see really Bookmap is what I use. I keep that open and keep it. I have it closed right now. I could pull it back up, but Bookmap shows you where orders are stacked up. It's almost like a heat map is what it looks like. I'm done for the day. Yeah, I'm not taking another one. We're good. No need. I'm up on funded, and I just passed another eval, so. Marku Thomas. It's in the Discord, man. I have all my chart settings in there with the color codes. I think if you've been trading paper as is for a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months, and you're consistently green, that'd be the point where I'd open an eval. You're doing the right stuff though, man. I applaud you for what you're doing. You're doing the education first, which I didn't do, and it would have saved me a lot of money if I had. I think the education is the most important thing. That and getting a handle on your psychology. Paper, unfortunately, doesn't mimic the emotional struggles that you'll face when you get an eval or when you get a funded account. There's just no way to mimic that, really. So it's one of those deals where you'll have to work on it as you go. All right, guys, we're at 12:07 here on a Friday. We don't want to sit here too long, so I'm going to call it a day right there. We're up. We had a good day. We had a good time. A good time was had by all. So I'm going to call it. I appreciate you guys all being in here and joining the Discord and throwing ideas around with me. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. I'll be back 9:30. On Monday, again, I only like trading days that really have news. I know today was an exception, but Monday I don't think we really have anything. We have the Cleveland Fed inflation expectations, but that's not really anything worth paying attention to. So we'll see how Monday goes. We're going to keep our risks super light. But y'all be good. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. All right, Ant. Have a good one, man. Later.